Okay, so we've looked at setting our object properties. What we want to look at now is how do we match object properties? How do we take object properties from one object and transfer them to another? So we've got a similar drawing here, but as you can see, some objects now are sitting on layer 0. So those circles there are on layer 0, that polyline there is on layer 0. So what we want to do now is match the properties of existing objects. My circle there, for example, is on the right layer. When I click on it there, it's on the circle layer, and it's all by layer, by layer, by layer. So what I want to do is match those properties. But let's say, though, that I want these circles to stay on layer 0. I want the colours and the properties to go across, but I want them to stay on layer 0. How would I do that? Well, let's go to the Match Properties command here. It's on the clipboard panel on the Home tab of the ribbon. So let's go to Match Properties, come into the drawing area, and it prompts you to select a source object. So that's going to be our circle right there. Then it prompts us to select our destination objects. I'm going to right-click there and go to Settings on the shortcut menu. And what I'm going to do is untick the layer option. I want everything but the layer to change. I want the layer to stay as layer 0, but the colour, the line type, line weight, and so on, all to be the same as that circle there. So if I OK that now and select my destination objects, like so, look what happens. If I now enter there to finish, look. If I click there, they're still on layer 0, but they're still adopting the 0 colour, line type, and line weight. Why is that? Because when I click there, look, by layer, by layer, by layer. So I've changed those properties allegedly, but I haven't, have I? Because they're still on 0 and they're by layer. So they're still adopting the by layer settings. However, let's go back to Match Properties, and let's say I change the layer as well this time. So I select my source object, right-click, Settings. I'll tick Layer this time. Make sure it stays on there. OK it. So now, look, when I select now, because it's changing layer, it's adopting those by layer properties of the circle layer. So I'll just press Enter there to finish. Easy. The benefit of that is if you pick up somebody else's drawing and you've created an object on their drawing on layer 0, what you can do is you can select a similar object and match those properties across to the object that you've drawn on layer 0. So there's the polyline there. And again, what we're going to do is match properties now, like so. Come into the drawing area and select our source object, that one there, and then destination object, that one there. It changes, and enter to finish. So as you can see there now, we've now got that one on the polyline layer. That one is also on the polyline layer. So that's how you use Match Properties. You can switch off property settings in the Match Properties dialog by right-clicking and going to Settings on the shortcut menu.